And for the last leg of our journey, we're joined by honorary Brit comedian Adam Hill.
Thank you.
Oh, good to see you. Good to see you. You are, of course, an honorary Brit, but a proud Aussie as well.
Of course.
We have to talk about Reagan. Now, she's had a lot of stick, hasn't she? And it's actually, you know, it's really starting to affect her, all the criticism that she's receiving. There she is.
I love Reagan. As far as I'm concerned, if we're gonna celebrate Eddie the Eagle and Eric the Eel,
that's so right.
Then why aren't we celebrating Reagan?
Yeah.
She went out there,
right.
she gave it her best, and she came up with some iconic. Like, all you have to do for the rest of your life is go. And everyone knows exactly what that's referring to.
But also taking on a sport that is for the first time in the Olympics and things like that, it's a massive moment, isn't it?
And also, listen, she's 36. She can't keep up with the youngsters. She's got to pull out her own moves. That's what she said.
Yeah, there's more memes of her than anybody else.
Exactly.
As far as I'm concerned, she won the
There you
Olympics.
go.
Exactly. Hey, well, look, if you've got any thoughts or comments on tonight's show or want to send congratulations to our Olympic guest, then please do get in touch in all the usual ways.
But first, they return to a hero's welcome after keeping us all on the edge of our seats in France for a fortnight. Before we meet some of the Team GB stars, let's take a look at why Paris 2024 will stay with them forever.
What a performance from Bryony Page!
The gold medal goes to Bryony Page of Great Britain.
They're coming and they're charging, but Hudson-Smith is still in the front. Can he get there? That's the fastest time anyone has ever run without winning.
Great Britain with bronze, a gutsy, hard-fought race. They gave it all. 9 men carry themselves to Olympic gold!
And what a day for the Ford family. A gold and a bronze in the family today.
Please welcome trampolinist Bryony Page. Sprinter Matthew Hudson-Smith. And rowers Tom and Emily Ford.
Welcome. Now, this is really exciting.
I'll tell you what, we wouldn't get through airport security with this, would we? I mean, look at all that.
Clanky.
Yeah.
Gosh, it's really impressive. It's nice to see them close up,
I know,
isn't it?
I can't believe it.
And we did actually hold them earlier, and they're heavy, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
So, hey, sorry you didn't get that sort of entrance, Adam, but when you win a medal...
Listen, I'm used to being around Paralympians who also clink when they walk, but for completely different reasons.
Bryony, congratulations. You've made history as the first ever British gold-winning trampolinist. Has it sunk in yet?
Thank you. No, it hasn't sunk in at all. My coach said, actually, it will take... You have a whole lifetime for it to sink in, and that kind of made it sink in a little bit, just the fact that I'm going to be an Olympic champion forever. It's crazy to me. It hasn't sunk in.
I mean, looking at you there, it just like, I'm getting dizzy just watching it. Do you feel any form of dizziness whilst you're spinning like that?
Sometimes I do, but in that competition, no dizziness. Like, we train it in our muscle. We have muscle memory, so we know what we're doing.
We were saying it's the stop that's the most impressive thing, like that.
Just kill it. We just say kill the trampoline. That's how we like.
It's like the
describe
trampoline mic drop, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
That's it.
Emily, bronze in the women's rowing 8. Tom, gold in the men's rowing 8. I mean, your hometown of Holmes Chapel. Holmes Chapel looked very different when you came home, right?
Yeah, we came back to this this amazing band. Well, there's a couple of them and some bunting around the village. So it was a nice welcome home for us.
Yeah. Oh, and Matthew, congratulations as well. Silver and bronze as well. Silver in the 400 metres. We'll talk about that in a minute. And bronze, of course, in the 400 men's relay as well. What was it like coming home for you then?
It's been a bit of a whirlwind, to be fair, because I'm still competing, and you know, I'm still trying to see like everybody at the same time, but I'm still trying to concentrate on racing. So when September's over, then I can literally start celebrating, if that makes sense. So,
Hang on, so you're not going on holiday?
No, I've got 1 month left, 1 month, and then I can eat food, go out and do whatever I want. Literally, I'm just counting the days away.
Wow, you've done the big one, but you're still racing.
Yeah.
That's why you lot are who you are.
That's exactly it. Well, look, we're going to be talking more about the guys' medals in a bit. But first, Tom and Emily, I want to come to you both because you're the first brother and sister to win medals at the same Olympic Games since 1908. I mean, that deserves...
Yeah, it really does.
I round of applause. I mean, it must be so surreal, Emily, sitting here and there's an Olympic medal on your chest.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty surreal, but also doing it alongside Tom. So I got bronze and Tom's race was just coming down as I was doing all my media. So I was like, stop, I want to watch Tom.
Yeah.
So I managed to catch like the last 10 strokes. And honestly, it was the proudest moment to watch him achieve everything that he set out to achieve.
Yeah, but Tom, for you then, you know, how did it feel, proud brother moment, seeing your sister Emily win the bronze?
So I was warming up when she won her bronze. I got to see it on the big screen. So I got to have a little celebration to myself and then sort of had to like focus in on the race. But then as soon as I got off the water and saw her, I got to give her a big hug and it was honestly so amazing.
Yeah, and to, you know, to have that thing in your head of, you know, wanting to achieve a gold medal, doing it, coming, you know, out of the water and realising you're an Olympic champion. What is that feeling like?
It's really hard to explain. It's like every emotion all hits you at once. You sort of have elation, almost a bit of relief, a bit of joy, and just it's so hard to explain. And like Bryony says, it doesn't really settle in at all. It's sort of just everything, every emotion you could ever think of just hits you and you just don't really know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in the film that we featured before you went to Paris, we met your mum and dad, Paul and Christine, and they sent us this lovely message. Here it is.
Hi, Tom and Emily. We and the wider family are immensely proud of what you have achieved at the Paris 24 Olympics.
Have a wonderful evening and we're sending all our love. Bye!
Oh, so nice. I mean, look, you both, Emily, you're laughing there.
They did a great job,
Yeah. Wasn't
scripted at all.
They are so the typical mum and dad. I love it.
It is so fantastic.
They're pretty natural, aren't they?
Yeah. No, but you can see how proud they are. You know, they want to get it right for you guys. And it's been so awesome to watch the Olympics. It was such a fantastic game. But Adam, I'm sure you would have seen this, right? There was a survey that says 1 in 4 Brits reckon that they could qualify for the next Olympics. I mean, care to comment on that? I mean,
there's a part of me that looks at that and goes, that is absolutely outrageous.
Yeah.
And there's another part of me going, yeah, but I reckon I've got a chance at the Paralympics.
Yeah.
So,
well, look, we've got the table, the official table of the sports that the public feel that they can compete in. So, I mean, let's just really quickly. So, 15% think that the 10-metre air rifle shooting, they think they've got that. Archery, yeah. At the bottom there, we've kind of got shot put of 5%.
They got 7% think they can do the rowing.
Yeah, so we've got 6%, Bryony, reckon they could do the trampoline. Honestly, what do you think?
Do you know, I would love to see everyone get involved in trampolining. Yeah. I love the sport. I'd love to see so many people love it as well. And if they can train up to be an Olympian in 4 years, I'd be super impressed.
Yeah. How many knees would blow out do you think, from people trying to do that dead stop?
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say we call it killing the trampoline, but actually it does sometimes kill our knees.
Sure.
So.
100%. Al, what about you? What would you do?
Out of that, I'd go table tennis.
Table tennis, of course you would.
Yeah.
Well, look, the guys are sticking around, and while the Olympics may be over, the summer holidays are...
Yes, now then, I think we need to talk to Matthew about this race.
Hey.
I mean, they say in one of the greatest races in history, your 400-metre race, here we are. Now, it was obviously a bittersweet moment because you were so brilliant.
Yeah.
But just missed
Literally,
out.
Yeah.
How were you feeling when you crossed that line?
Honestly, I was happy. I mean, at the same time, I came second, and I kept saying, if you're gonna have to win it, you're gonna have to take it from me. And I think he took it literally, just snatched it from me. But I was like, it's the 5th fastest time in history. I ran quicker than Michael Johnson because I'm trying to get his job. So.
I mean, that in itself deserves a round of applause. I mean, that is an incredible feat. Yeah.
Nah, like, it was just one of those days where the better man won, and like 9 times out of 10, maybe I would win, but on that day, he got me. So overall, I was just happy. You know, like, not many people can say they're Olympic silver medalists.
You did incredibly well. You know,
At what point did you, because you must be so focused on the line.
Yeah.
At what point did you see him pass?
It's crazy, really, because during the lead-up, me, my coach and my physios, we were talking, it's like, it's going to come down to the last 50 metres, it's going to come down to the last 50 metres. So as it was coming to the last 50 metres, I was literally about to go, and as I was about to go, he came on my shoulder.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Literally, so I started reaching for the line, I was like, no.
But it was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was.
And it was crazy as well because usually like a 43, especially that time, will get a gold, but 5 people ran 43. And one of my good friends, Julian Richards, ran 43.7, which is like on an all-time list, and he came 4th. So it was like, honestly, like one of the most craziest races I've ever been in.
Wow.
So,
one of the craziest ones we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And we loved seeing you hugging your family in the crowd afterwards. That was a lovely moment. They wanted to send some messages for you. Here they are.
Oh, God.
Hi, Uncle Matt. Well done for getting a silver and bronze.
That was such a smooth, matte finish.
You do well. And me love you lots.
Oh, so that was your nephew, am I right? Your dad and your gran as well. I mean, what was their support meant for you? Obviously, you're emotional watching that, you can tell.
Yeah, I mean, Mason went, you should have won, so that's quite funny. Yeah, honestly, it means the world. Like, yeah, just represent my family and my friends and everyone back at home. Like, I do it for them, so it was cool, and I'm happy I did them proud.
Yeah, it is really such a special moment. And Bryony, you had such great support from family, including a very special viewer from home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was amazing. So I had my parents' brothers, their partners' kids, and then at the end, after we got our medal, they had like an athlete's moment on screen. So I was able to see my grandma on screen with my cousin, like uncles and auntie. So it was really nice to see her there because she wasn't able to make it. Yeah. So it was nice to share that moment whilst I was still in the arena. It was special.
Oh, and of course, your parents too are hugely proud, and they sent this message for you.
Hey, Bryony, welcome home.
Congratulations, 3rd-time Olympian, and this time the gold medal. We're all incredibly proud of you.
Love you.
All the best. Love you, sweetheart.
Lovely.
Your parents did better than their parents.
They had big cue cards behind the camera.
Oh, God. Matthew, everybody was talking about the food, right? There was this big thing about the muffins. They went viral. Were they any good?
They weren't as good as they made it out. I think, so after the 400, like, I had like a really strict diet, and I was like, I deserve this. Like, I deserve these muffins.
100%.
So I went to the cafeteria and I tried it, and I was just like, they're a bit overrated, but I was hungry. No, like, I think it's just, I just think because they're Olympic muffins, everyone was really happy, but I was like, you can definitely get better ones in Birmingham, so it's all good.
You can get better chocolate muffins in Birmingham. But we did have a picture, just really quickly, a picture of what you ate the day that you won your silver medal.
Yeah.
I mean, just what that is a picture of health.
Yeah, it was...
Feta.
Yeah. All the things I don't want to eat, which is, but like, it got me the medal, so I'm gonna have to keep doing it.
Fantastic work. Well, look, congratulations to all of you. Have a great time as well at Team GB's homecoming concert, which is this weekend, which will be shown this Sunday at 8:30 on BBC One.
And if that's whetted your appetite for more inspirational stories, a new series of Our Lives starts tonight straight after us on BBC One. And it features 2 extraordinary sisters from my hometown in Amman Valley, as well as a talented young footballer called Roman Kemp.
Yeah, worth tuning in for that alone. Somewhat of the athlete myself, I'm not. Another person who has been getting sporty is Adam here, and shortly we'll be finding out why he's hoping to make a bit of a racket raising awareness of one particular sport. But look, Adam, as a comedian, as a city as well, Edinburgh, that you know very well, right?
Yeah. I just came back from it on Monday. I was up there doing the Fringe. I still have shudders at the tattoo, though, because I've been, and I love it. It's amazing. Yeah. But every night, as part of the tattoo, they fire cannons, which means every comedian in Edinburgh hears them, because they're quite loud.
Yeah, they're really
and if you
loud.
haven't got a soundproof room, you're on stage halfway through your show. It was a poignant moment. And then I met my real dad, and he finally said, and then... just lost the whole thing.
Now, not many people will know this, right? But before you got into comedy, you were very into tennis, weren't you? And kind of thinking about making that a career.
I was. I don't know that I was ever going to go professional, but I was a professional tennis coach. That was my thing. So I would coach, and then I'd go and do stand-up comedy.
And you did it from like 5 years old, didn't you?
I started playing at 5.
Little.
I kind of played competition at 12, and then I started coaching when I was about 18, 19. Yeah.
Well, look, I mean, you've been getting people together for a documentary about the sport, but played in a slightly different form. Let's take a look at the sport and Adam in action.
I always wanted to play tennis. The trickiest part of that is there was no way for people with disabilities like mine
Hey, we're all disabled here.
to play tennis at a high level.
Oh, Ben, yeah!
But then I found something called para-standing tennis. My mission, have para-standing tennis played at the Grand Slam tournaments, have it part of the Paralympics, and the ongoing quest for world domination.
World domination, eh? Now, at the minute, wheelchair tennis is a Paralympic sport, but you want to open it out, don't you?
Well, the mad thing is, there are a whole bunch of people with disabilities out there that can't use wheelchairs. If you've got one arm, you can't use a wheelchair.
No.
You just end up going in circles. If you've got cerebral palsy, if you're short-statured, or if you're like me, you don't use a wheelchair.
So where do you fit then, I guess, isn't it?
Exactly. So there's all these people out there with disabilities that play able-bodied tennis because there's just nowhere for them. And so I've been searching for years to find a way of playing tennis against people like me. And then I found this thing called para-standing tennis. So I've been kind of pushing that because we want it, you know, in the Paralympics. And then there's a whole bunch of wheelchair tennis players as well who are like, oh my God, do you mean I can get out of this wheelchair and actually stand and play? Because they're like me, they're just missing a foot. So yeah, it's quite the thing.
Could you see yourself competing in the Paralympics? Or even, I mean,
let's refer back to that table.
yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know, you know.
Well, look, I've done some calculations. It takes 7 years to get a sport into the Paralympics. So it means the next one would have to be Brisbane 2032, at which point I'd be 62. So I'll be relying a lot on my doubles partner to try and pull me through.
But bring it on. But it's not a no. Which
it's
I like.
not a no.
It's not a no, definitely. And the documentary features Andy Murray.
Yes.
Now, you, Matthew, didn't you? You had a chance to meet Andy.
I didn't because I ran away.
Yeah, exactly. Chance was the big moment there, exactly. So
I didn't want to mess it up, to be fair. Because I would have like offered him out on like table tennis or tried to return a serve, and I was not getting blamed for ruining Andy Murray's last Olympics. So
Fair enough.
I was going to leave him to it, but it was cool. It was cool.
And to be fair, when you run away, you go really quickly.
Yeah, literally, I was gone.
He wouldn't catch you.
Yeah, precisely. But look, Adam, you're heading to Paris very soon for the Paralympics with the last leg as well. Such an incredible show. What can we expect?
Well, this time we're actually going to be at the Games. You know, last time it was in Tokyo and we were here, so we missed it all. So we're going to bring comedians over every day, take them out to film events, and then get them into the studio at night to talk about what's going on. And we're really close to the athletes' village, so it's going to be way more immersive this time, I think.
Yeah, that will make a difference, won't it? You know, just to be there in the heart of it.
Yeah, we can have people that have, you know, get their medals and then come straight to us 2 hours later because we're on at 10:30 at night, and we'll be ready with all the food that they want to eat after competing.
Yeah, don't bother with the muffins though.
I've heard they're not great.
Second rate.
Go to Birmingham.
Bryony, obviously you've done your thing at the Olympics. The Paralympians will be ready now and waiting. How do you think they'll be feeling, and what advice would you pass on to those waiting?
Yeah, I think they'll be nervous and excited, just like we were going into the Olympics. So I'm really looking forward to it. I've got a few friends that are going to be competing because I've trained up in Sheffield and with the para table tennis, which will be good.
Oh, right.
And then the archery as well down in Lilleshall. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing them compete. And I guess they've already asked me a few questions about like what are the cardboard beds like, where do you get your food from, is there a kettle, like the important questions.
Yeah, it's nice actually that they can ask, isn't it? Because you guys didn't know, you're just going in and, you know, figuring out. Well, thank you so much, Adam. You can watch Adam's documentary Foot Vault on Monday, August the 26th on Sky Documentaries, and now on the last leg in Paris starts on the 28th of August at 9:30 p.m. on Channel 4.
Yeah, we have had so many wonderful messages.
Tons.
It's pretty much for all of them. Malik has said, your resilience through 3 Olympic Games. This is for you, Bryony. It was so inspiring for myself and other members of a small but growing sport. So wonderful. And Ali has said as well, well done to all of Team GB and good luck to the Paralympic competitors in their endeavours.
Oh, so many messages for you all. It's lovely.
Yeah, so nice. Now, just before we go, Al, you have been working on something very special for our Welsh viewers.
Of course.
Which starts this weekend.
Yes, we've pulled together a really special series celebrating some of our best stories from around Wales with guest appearances from Michael Sheen and Rob Brydon, of course. You can catch it on Sunday on BBC One Wales from 5:30 and on iPlayer as well.
Yeah, thank you so much tonight for all of our guests for being here.
Brilliant. And we'll be back on Monday and we'll be joined by actors David Harewood, Channing Tatum and Naomi Aki. Have a lovely weekend. See you then. Bye-bye.